Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what's out there. A little bit late today on my time I'm recording the video, so it'll probably be out a little bit later than normal. Not by a whole lot though. So the very first creation here today, in fact, the first 5 creations we're looking at, actually 6 creations we're looking at, are for Reforged Eden 2, and then there's 2 more to look at in Reforged Eden 1. So the very first creation here is the Balrog Reforged Eden 2 by Ente. And really cool looking HV here. A flamer. So yeah, you can definitely see those flame turrets there. What's the official name? Yeah, flamethrower cannons. Flamethrower cannons on here. And oh, let's check out this LCD here. Fire is hot. Do not loiter in front of the tank. So I probably shouldn't stand like over here somewhere or whatnot. That's cool. No, that's a really slick looking creation here. I like the color scheme on it and all the accents and things like that. That's cool looking weaponry on there too. Just noticing the model for the flame gun here is that's cool with the pipe that or this piece that comes into there, kind of like would move in the lighter fluid and whatever else, hot gases, well, whatever it's using to create fire there. My lighting's really terrible. Hold on, guys. Wow, I thought it was looking better than that. Sorry about that. Now we can see it a little bit better here. And we got all kinds of stuff on the back side, and looks like we got some armor locker up on the roof area as well. I think we got a fridge in there. Storage controller or something like that, maybe ammo. We got a really cool LCD here for a clone chamber, which is right there, it looks like. Down below there we've got looks like landing gear that would come out to the back side of this creation here. Yeah, I noticed that when I parked it didn't like dock, so I'm thinking, yeah, it's all about kind of backing up into a creation, parking on this side, on the back side. So inside of here, obviously, we got our clone chamber, really cool option there, and a fridge and a RCS. Other side, we got a O2 dispenser. Oh yeah, oh look at this is sneaky. We got a trauma station over here as well. I wasn't even looking there. That's cool. Yeah, so you can access that from the back as well. And then I believe all this stuff over here is all part of this. Yeah, that's a big item put on a creation. Actually is most of the length of the entire creation here just for the flamethrower cannons on either side there. And beyond that, we also have a 2 medium cannons. That looks really cool. I love those new models and how the guns and weapons and things are looking. Very cool. Kind of curious a little bit on its specs here, but yeah, HV here. Let's get it off the ground a second too, and see what's going on below here. Get some light. Oh, so what's this big thing here? Advanced shield generator for HV. Okay, so it's just a different model. So that's looks different than I remember seeing them. So yeah, definitely like a new model for that as well. We got our hover engines in there. We got, looks like a 1x3 generator. And yeah, it's really packed in there tight. Yeah, and there's the clone chamber again. So really small creation here, and literally the parts consume most of it. Well, a lot of it. That's cool. That's very cool. All right, so let's take a look at some specs here. I'll get HUD off here again. So unlock level 20, size class 0.28. 24 forward, 33 strafing, 24 reverse, and obviously it's a HV, so it doesn't go up and down that way. 2 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. It does have a detector on there. I didn't see that, but it does have one. 2 medium cannons and flamethrower cannons. 2 of those as well. 27-minute, 2-second build time. It's really inexpensive. It obviously with the weaponry and stuff on here, it's going to need some of the other types of resources like aluminum powder, neo, things like that. But little, almost hardly any of your estrum and zirconium. Yeah, really cool there. CPU wise, Looks like it's set up for 14,000 CPU, uses 13,845 of that. This would be a Core 5 build here with 2 basics and 2 improves installed on it. Storage-wise, so we got a ammo controller at 3273, and then beyond that a fridge and a Pentaxa tank. Obviously for the shield, I'm just kind of curious on the shield strength here. So shield is 10,222 on the creation. So yeah, not bad at all for probably a fun creation to mess around with. I've never actually used a flame type weapon before in the game, and that would be kind of interesting to see how it works. I bet you it does really well against like ground troops. I wouldn't think it would hurt buildings very much, but I don't know. Have to see how that actually works out. But yeah, again, very cool creation here. This is the Balrog Reforged Eden 2 by Ente. Very cool. All right, so the next creation here, I think it's out of gas. Hold on a second here. Gotta, these creations by this author here, they tend to put toxic chemicals in the air, probably burn through a lot of fuel. No, I'm just kidding. We just got some interesting emitters over here. That's cool to see. That really is cool to see. But take a look at this son of a gun. Oh my gosh, this thing is full of a lot of stuff. That's a pretty interesting front nose on it too. It kind of makes me think of like the Nautilus kind of like 2000 Leagues Under the Sea movie with the front of the submarine with the cutting blade kind of thing on it. That's cool. Especially it's backed up with, it's almost deceiving here. It almost looks like it's blocks, but this is actually a big LCD structure that is kind of going over there, kind of forming to the curves of the block work underneath that. Which is that's really wild. Cool looking name over here. The Rigger Rostrum. I haven't even got too far into this build yet. Wow. Look at all this crazy going on in here. Wow. So we got fire. I was reading from a previous creation that fire's hot. From my own knowledge, I also know that fire's bad. So fire's bad, and it's hot. It's hot and bad all at once. Jeez, there's so much stuff to look here. I was gonna like try to point out something, but it's like, oh my god, there's too many things to point out. Look at all the stuff in here. There's even like LCD things and what? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is going on here? Oh my goodness, this is here. Yeah, I'm toasty now. That's for sure. Good thing there's something called God mode. But wow. Okay, so this is just like a big flame tunnel here. I was like, is there a weapon in there or is it just fire? I think it's just a lot of fire. That's really cool though. I've never seen anything look quite like that in the game here. Oh yeah, we got some smoke over here too. Fire often will make smoke. Then we've got some more unidentified parts over here. What is this? This is a main plasma battery. What's that? It kind of looks like it's a gigantic weapon, actually. Yeah, this is just a big old weapon here. And that is a main plasma battery. So I assume that's going to be a very hard-hitting weapon. It's got a lot of hit points to it, too. 45,000 hit points on that particular part. Then we've got a sentry gun up over there. Probably for a lot of drone protection. Obviously, there's a lot of turrets and things going on here, too. But, man, it's so dense with stuff. It's almost hard to see anything by itself here. Looks like we got long-range radar out the back. Looks like this one's not a flame tunnel. So this one's just a regular tunnel. No, I'm kidding. Oh, it's really cool. It's using yeah, some of the I don't know, the deco countertop pieces here to make that in conjunction with the decals around some round blocks. That really makes a really pretty cool looking formation there. Looking around the other side. Oh, we got to get to the bottom area too. My goodness, there's so many things. How is one even supposed to comprehend what's going on here? I tell you. So we got a landing gear. It looks like over there. We got a couple landing gear here. So I don't know if it was supposed to kind of flow upward a little bit. When I did dock it, it docked. But yeah, that front landing gear. Maybe that's just decoration too. Doesn't look like it comes all the way down. That's it. Whole thing's toast now. I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is just nuts. This is just absolutely nuts here. Man. Okay, so let's try to peel away some things that make this tick here. So we do have a big old XL thruster or drive thruster for down thrust. We do have strafing ones way in the back area as well. Probably a really good place to put them for turning and things like that. And down below, I don't even know. Lots and lots of turrets here. So it almost kind of looks like this is a bit designed on this build. I don't know. Kind of a front-facing attack. We do have quite a few like missile or rocket turrets on the top side as well. Also down the sides. So it's really meant to just kind of blow everything up and start a lot of fires while it's at it. I think. I think that is the game plan here, and it kind of goes with the last creation that So we do know that fire is hot, and yeah, really wild though. Super detailed creation here. A lot of interesting block work and other parts mixed in with it. Fits with the author's theme of a lot of creations that the author has made. Kind of fit in the same type of design theme and styling and things like that. It's really cool to see. A lot of curvy action going on. A lot of round things and flame tubes and stuff. You gotta have the flame tubes. I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit comical on this, but no, it's a really, really cool build. It really is. It's quite crazy here. All right, well, anyway, I want to figure out how to get aboard here. I've been kind of looking around for that. I probably ran past a entry point several times. I was just kind of curious if there's one down in the ground area here. Just taking a while. Oh, there's one. Ah, yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, the double opening setup there. All right, so I'll get out of God mode here, and we will turn down the lights a little bit. Try not to have it too dark, though. It's always really hard to get that right on different creations here. So it looks like as soon as you walk in, and we do have an elevator going up somewhere, probably to a flame tube. Sorry. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just having a good old time with this here. All right, so we're going down this pathway here. Looks like we're kind of into an area with just a lot of parts kind of in here. Looks like we're running a great big old shield part here. Definitely gonna have to look at the shield specs on this. We got another thruster there, so kind of like an access tunnel to get to some areas of the ship here. I just want to see if we got the same thing on the other side. It kind of looks that way. We do have some yeah, thruster there. Yeah, the other side of the shield part. So let's go up the elevator here. We do have quite a bit of utility. Well, some utility right over here too. A fridge and a armor locker, O2, and weapon locker. I actually know what that part is. Woohoo! Still, yeah, I gotta see what those flame tubes cost. So every creation now will have flame tubes. So we got our main core right in here. We've got what in the heck is that? We've got a thing. We got I don't know what this is. It looks like it's part of a part. So that's got to be modeled into the part. At first I was wondering, is that an LCD? If this was an LCD, I would have to say, hands down, it It is by far the best looking LCD I've ever seen in the game, but it's not. It's this is a probably a photo of an actual console. I was trying to figure out what this thing was. Control display. It almost looks like it would be dealing with sound manipulation, I think. But that is really cool. It's just, man, I keep on seeing all these new things that I haven't seen before. And that is really cool, as I like to see new things. Definitely. All right, so I guess I must have not quite been in God mode here. So as soon as we come up the staircase, we're up to a medical bay. So we got a shower, toilet. Looks like all our specialized equipment right in the area here. We do have a door going out the back as well. Oh, yeah, okay, so a quick way in the ship from back over here. And then up here we got a blast door, and then we are right up to the bridge already. So good to go there. We got our med bay and O2 in the bridge and some heavy glass in front. Cool looking view coming out the front. This whole thing's like doing stuff too as I'm like walking through it. There's stuff spinning and burning and flashing, and there's just a lot going on here. It's almost overwhelming. I hit the wrong button. No, see, that's what happens when I get completely overwhelmed. No, that's really cool here. It looks destructive. It just looks destructive. It looks like you could fly by something and not even fire a shot at it, and it would just blow up just out of intimidation's sake. It's like, I'm not worthy. Boom, and it just blows up. So yeah, there we are. This is wild looking creation here. It's almost like like if Mad Max had really pretty looking ships that were all shiny and detailed and stuff, it would almost fit into that genre, especially with all the fire and stuff going on in here. It's just wild. Again, look at these flame tunnel tube things and stuff. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Love to see the creativity in something like this. A lot of fun. All right, so anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So to start with, unlock level 25, size class 6, or complexity, 35 forward, 35 strafing, 71 lift, 35 reverse, and 35 down. So quite well balanced flight here. Emphasis on lift speed, probably for storage. 12 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks. Man, with all that fire going on, you'd think you'd have more fuel tanks than that. Sorry, I just got to have a little fun here. Whole lot of guns. Don't even want to read them all off. Lots of guns, though. Look at that, 19th century guns in there. Take a while to find them all, but there's a lot of guns. 11-hour and 53-minute build time. Due to all the stuff going on in here, it is going to need some resources, of course. Fire might be hot, but it can be expensive too. Heat exchangers, reactor cores, yep. So kind of as you would expect. This is obviously designed for some pretty serious combat and things like that. CPU-wise, looks like it's set up for 1.1 million CPU using just about 11,000 over, well, no, a little over 10,000 over that. Just to take a look at our core, it is a Core 11 setup. So basically, your Core 9 with 2 quantum cores installed. Main. Okay, so it looks like stock shield is 51,482. Let's take a look at some storage and things in here. So we got an ammo controller. We got 2 ammo controllers, each 192K. And we have a harvest controller at 312K. And then our pentaxid tank there in the fridge. So yeah, it's again really designed around shooting up everything and setting it on fire, and then you can harvest the ashes of what's left and put them in a box too. So that is really cool. One last thing, I just want to see if it did have a some type of harvester on here. I didn't see one, but maybe you'd add that in. It's nice to have that option anyway if you wanted to throw on a quick mining turret or something like that. Then you don't have to mess around with the controller and all that fun stuff to put all the ore in it. So yeah, again, really wild creation here. And I'm pretty sure that's a real long-range radar too, I bet. Oop, sorry again. Yeah, that's a real one there. Yeah, wild creation. Just, yeah, insane. So again, this is the Rigger Rostrum V2 by Artemis Rogue. Very cool creation there. Love the creativity and the I'm glad I looked at the other one first, so I knew that the fire was hot. Trust me, I would do the same kind of thing. That's just funny. All right, so the next creation here. I think I got something out of order here. No, I don't. It's just so dinky I couldn't see it. It's over here. So this one here is the Quirk RE2 by Bone Dog. So this is the first creation I've seen up by Bone Dog in a while, so I'm glad to see Bone Dog is doing some things here again. This looks like a very low-cost get-around kind of HV, or is this an SV? I don't know. Hold on. This is definitely an SV. Okay, SV. Yeah, looks like it's just a really inexpensive get-around. We got a fridge in here. Do have our generator. We do have a detector. Main core is right behind the cockpit area, and yeah, I think it is just a very early game exploration fly around SV. Probably pretty darn inexpensive too. It looks like it's not going to cost very much at all. It does actually have 2 fuel tanks on there too, powered up by the really dinky single generator, I believe, and the rest of these are just blocks in there. So yeah, very cool. Looks like a nice utility creation. Very early game. So unlock level 5. I don't think you could build a creation that unlocks lower than level 5. Maybe on a base, maybe, but I'm not sure about that one either. So yeah, about as low as tier as you could possibly go. 38 forward, 38 strafing, 38 reverse, 38 down, and 75 lift. Actually, quite a lot of lift thrust on here. 3 minute and 32 second build time. Oh my goodness. Boy, that's going to take a long time to get all that stuff saved up for this thing. You're going to have to be out in the field for multiple days probably getting all the resources for this creation here. No, that's cool. That is extremely inexpensive. Unlock level 5. So I think that would be the goal. You crash land on the planet in your capsule. You get out of your capsule. You shoot a couple animals nearby. You grab a couple rocks from the ground, and then you build this. And I think you could probably get that done within minutes of landing on the ground, practically. You probably even hit level 2 by the time you hit the ground, just by discovering POIs or ore deposits. So yeah, this is just something you can get in immediately, and sure beats walking. That is for sure. Hardly uses any CPU here too. I almost didn't want to look at it, but just yeah. So you could soup this thing up too. You could add some guns. You could throw on ammo controller. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I could throw on a couple flamers or something like that, and go burn the forest down. No, very cool creation here again. Let's see. I didn't look at storage on it. I don't know if it has any. I didn't think it does. No. It is what it is. It gets you from point A to point B. You can use your detector and locate all the POIs and ore deposits and all that fun stuff, and fly around. Not worry about getting stuck in trees or anything like that. So yeah, very cool creation here. Again, this is the Quirk RE2 by Bone Dog. So the next one here, this is the RE2 Cormorant by Procon Loader. I think I might have said that name wrong. Cormorant. This looks like kind of a, I just take a wild guess here, more of a base style utility type of CV here. I don't see a whole lot of guns on it, but it does look like it has like drone defense. Cool looking design. I like the like this bridge kind of like chilling back here a little bit, and then you got a landing pad out in the front area here. And it looks like we also have a hangar down below that. Using some pretty good sized thrusters on here as well. These are just the 2x2 ones. So not as big as they get, but decent. And then over the side here, this is a really cool idea, good placement for turbines. They are quite big, bulky, and noisy to put in a creation. So if you could put them like in the hull like this, you're not spending a whole lot of block work around that, and you don't have them hopefully next to much interior spaces. So you got to hear that that winding sound all the time. So that's pretty interesting. It looks like we've got some upgrade slots over here for some additional thrusters, kind of drawn out there, which is a really cool way to do it. And a cool looking block worker on the back. I kind of like how that kind of comes to that particular shape there. That is cool. Around the bridge area here. We got a walk path just below the bridge as well. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Again, I do like the idea of what the author did with the turbines here. Again, I was kind of dealing with those two, and they are noisy. It's kind of like a rule: you don't really want them where you're going to be at much inside a ship, because then you would have to listen to them all the time. It's realistic though. I mean, I don't mind the sound they make or anything like that. It's just, it is kind of a screeching sound like you might expect something like that to make, and I wouldn't want to hear it all the time. But it is definitely cool when you come near them and do hear that they do have sound there. All right, so what I'm going to do here is let's get a board and adjust the lighting a little bit here. Looks like this is pretty brightly lit on the inside. So yeah, we got a nice hangar as soon as you walk in. Armor locker. We got a ammo box there. Looks like an advanced constructor. A place for another one. O2. Yeah, very nice blockwork and styling. I like the colors and the lighting and all that stuff. Yeah, it looks really looks good. Everything kind of blends very well here. Oh, we've got some plants. Gotta have some, oh yeah, we got some farm stuff too. So yeah, I guess that's kind of appropriate. So yeah, it looks like 18 grow plots I actually installed in here. Place for a CPU extender improved over there. Oh, that's some nice looking labeling there. I like that. Very cool. So we got, yeah, places for two of those actually. Got our gravity generator up over here. A couple boxes in the floor. Place for an advanced CPU part here. I don't know if you got it. I think you might have to remove the glass when you pop that in. I'm guessing right now, unless there could be an underneath area as well. But that's cool. Again, I like the LCD labeling there. I also have medical equipment here, a couple in the area here. I was just kind of seeing if we had the other parts around here too. A lot of stuff to look at again. I like the piping on the ceiling there. Oh, it actually connects to a ventilator too. That's cool. The grow lights in there. Yeah, just huge amounts of detail, texture detail and everything going on in the area here. All right, so now we're into, looks like a warp drive room, and we got our pentaxid tank right there. Here, a couple generators up on the ceiling there. Kind of looks like it's made to add in some more Wi-Fi as well. And I think that's yeah, it in here. And obviously access to the warp drive, which is really really cool. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what warp drive this is. Okay, so this is a standard warp drive. So having access to it in game, you can walk over here if you got the right parts on you, and you can upgrade it to a advanced warp drive, which will bring it from 30-year light year jumps to 60-year, which is definitely cool. So let's go up the elevator here. Looks like we got O2 and an armor locker going up the elevator, and our main core. And it looks like we're getting out to this area here. So we're right up at the bridge, going on this side now. Nice looking pilot seat there. Good visibility around the ship. Looks like we've got a bathroom right over on the side over here. And med bay and shower as well. So yeah, it's got a lot of utility function there. Oh, this is a cool little setup here with the kitchen. Oh, I like that. I like that. You got the countertop. It kind of looks really kind of realistic. That is cool. That is cool. It's just like flipping this backwards. But that, yeah, it looks like a kitchen I've seen in many houses or apartments in the past. And let's see, up here, it looks like we've got a quick way in and out of the bridge as well. So that's a real convenient thing there. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. It's just, again, right to the point. It does have a pretty good sized hanger on it and some other stuff, a bunch of part upgrades and things like that. But yeah, it's just other than that, you're not going to be not going to get too lost in here or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward on its design. Obviously, is running some of the, I think those are the medium-sized turbines. So that's gonna, I think each one of these counts as quite a lot of solar panels. So if you're relating things how I was with solar panels on how much power a solar panel would make, like a large solar panel in Reforged Eden 1 would make 100 watts of power. These guys here, it's not going to tell me, is it? No, it's not going to tell me. These, I think, count as 8 large solar panels, each one of them, I think, if I got that right. And that, so that's basically like having like 24 large solar panels on the creation in power. So you could park this, you could turn off your thrusters and run that farm pretty much indefinitely, is providing you got enough oxygen in the creation for it. So anyway, let's look at some numbers here. Unlock level 15. Oh, not so bad there. It's yeah, not pushing it to the limits at all. Complexity 2 or size class. Looks like I got the thrusters off right now, so let's turn those on. I'm going to turn on this too. Alright, so 53 forward, 26 strafing, 53 lift, 53 reverse, and 13 down. So yeah, good flight motion and all that. 2 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Running 2 light Gatling turrets and a detector. So it's pretty low on a lot of things. I think this is not going to be too high in CPU either. We'll find out in a sec. 3 hour and 2 minute build time. We're using a little bit of Rostrum and Zirconium, not very much. We're going to need, of course, the some of the stuff here for the grow plots, plant fibers and nutrient solution. Other than that, kind of what you would expect to see in a CV. CPU-wise, yeah, this is pretty low. Let's see. Of what I know, this would have 1 basic CPU core in it. We'll find out in a sec. I'll verify that. So main core plus basic CPU core. Am I right? I'm going to sort this. No, that's 2 basics. Okay. For some reason, I thought each one of the basics did 6,000 or 60,000 CPU. I got that wrong. I think each one does 30,000 CPU. So a Core 3 build here. Yeah, very cool. Looks like it would be quite practical in game too for a lot of things. You could move equipment around with you, HVs, SVs, things like that, and yeah, go about your business. And then also do a bunch of upgrades over time to it as well. Add some more thrusters, probably some more turret locations. There's a bunch of places that looks like are designed to hold turrets, like right up over here, probably right up here as well. I went doubt there's more locations on the underside. Yeah, really cool build again. So this is the RE2 Cormorant by Procon Lotor. Very cool. So next creation here, this is pretty wild here. This is the Morlando MK7 V2 Deaths RE2 by Pioneer. And this is a really wild looking SV. It really is. I got some things to figure out what's going on here too. These angles don't look normal, so I'm thinking we are running structural frame blocks on here for this build. I think that is the case, is it not? Yes, that is the case. Okay, just wanted to check. Again, love the angles because it's going to like a 3-to-1 ratio, and so it's a lower degree angle than the 22.5 that would be with the stock blocks in the game here. So that's cool. I love this shape. and the thin block layer over it, and that's a pretty wild looking cockpit area too. Yeah, it's kind of like open. This is all glassed off in here, but it's just the way it's kind of built up on the sides, and it's kind of open in the middle, and almost looks like it's open air, but it's not. You know, it's that's wild. That's a pretty wild texturing right over here too, and interesting pattern going on the angles with that particular texture there. That looks cool. Never seen that done, I don't think, before. Yeah, really cool looking SV here. Just kind of sleek. Looks like it could be in some kind of sci-fi movie. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's some kind of replica. Oh, look at that side profile, too. That looks, yeah, that looks cool. I dig this. I love those angles. I love the angles. I wish you could paint them like regular blocks and things like that. Texture them and paint them like regular blocks. But the angle works really cool. And with all the other accents and details on here, it looks like this is running some fire too. There's a lot of fiery creations today, I gotta say. Oh yeah, look at that, we got some fire over there. Everything's on fire. Cool looking back end to the creation too. Yeah, so all the profiles, you know, I do that with my own creations too. I tend to try to look at them like, what do they look like from the side, the top down, the front view, the back view, all that kind of stuff. And this one's like hitting all the check marks for just a really cool looking build from no matter what angle you're really viewing it from, which is really cool. All right, let's get aboard here a second. I'll get out of God mode here a little bit. So inside, it looks like we are packed full of function stuff. So we got a couple boxes, constructor, O2, food processor, a couple more boxes, a couple fridges, another box, another box. A lot of storage in boxes here. A couple passenger seats, another box. The boxes are neat. I like the boxes too. I do. They're one of the better looking built-in models, I would say. Trauma station over here. I think that's a button or something. Is that not a button? Yeah. What's that do? Does that do anything? I'm not sure. It looks cool though. It might do something. But let's see, a storage controller there, and on the other side, or ammo. And cool looking cockpit area too. I got to see what that view looks like from the bridge or the cockpit. Yeah, that's cool. Really wild. Again, it kind of almost feels like it's open air, but it's not. And yeah, pretty. A lot of texture lights and things on the inside too. Kind of easy to see where you're going around here. Let's see what this looks like. I didn't go to dark with this, but yeah, I don't think this actually has a regular light in here. I think it's just kind of supported by a whole lot of texture lights going on the inside. There is something blinking though. Maybe, is it what I hit here? Nope, there's something. Maybe that's because it's landed. I'm wondering. Or nope. We are blinking. Alright, hold on. Let me get the lights back on here. Take a look at the underside here real quick. And oh yeah, we got some lights right over here. That's not the blinking light though. There's a blinking light somewhere. Yeah, you see the reflection there. Oh, it's up here. So we do have two blinking lights on the top side there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, really cool looking build again. Definitely. And other than that, our main guns on here look like would be 4 rail guns. And I'm not sure if there's more. Anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 2, 79 forward, 12 strafing, 38 lift, 15 reverse, 17 down. Let's see here. 10 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks, 4 rail guns. Does have a detector on board. 2 hour and 10 minute build time. Does use a little bit of estrum and zirconium in there. Some small auxiliary cores and things. Interesting. what is our CPU? So 32,500 using 32,466, and that was derived from. I'll do this for a little while so people understand. Wow, I'm really surprised though. At that CPU, it took that much to get it to that level. That is a little surprising. I didn't expect this to be a Core 13. So yeah, that's got a lot of. That's it. That's all it really makes for that high CPU is 32,500. I guess I haven't really played around a whole lot with any kind of higher tier SVs. The only thing I really messed with are some low tier miners so far. So I was just again a little surprised to see so many cores in here. It doesn't look like it's running all that much stuff on here. But maybe it's deceiving. Maybe it's got a pretty massive shield on it. 11,732 for its shield strength. Let's take a look here. So those railguns aren't cheap. Wow, they're not cheap at all, are they? Well, this isn't really telling us. That's not the CPU of it, is it? Or each one is 2,000 CPU. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, it's got a lot of RCS in it. That's where the CPU is going. Oh, and a fusion generator. Okay, so I was just kind of trying to figure out what was going on with the parts here. I just, you know, with the amount of guns and stuff on it, it didn't seem like it would be that expensive. It need that much CPU, but it's running some pretty advanced parts on here too, and a whole ton of RCS. Hold on, let's find these RCS. Yeah, they're all over the place. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to decipher this a little bit too. So 26 of these and a total of 7,800 CPU in that. Okay. Alright, so that kind of explains quite a bit. We do have some shield boosters in here, advanced shield generator, large plasma thrusters. So it's running a lot of fairly expensive parts on it. We do have a harvest controller in here too, ammo controller. I'll check that out in a second here. Very, very cool looking design, though. Dig this this whole setup here. Let's take a look at its storage. So we got an ammo controller at just under 5K. Harvest controller 4625. Tank and storage box. I think it lies. I've seen a lot of boxes in here. And it's just like, hey, it's just got one storage box. Really? Come on. Yeah, we're looking at the right creation, right? Yeah. Why does it only show one storage box? What's going on here? There's a lot of these things. Yeah, that's a box. That's this other box. That's a different box. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing all the boxes in here. Just weird. I don't have an explanation for that one. I don't know if that's a bug or something. Maybe it's not accounting for. Maybe it's only looking at one of the potential box models. Maybe this one, and it's not counting the other ones over here and whatnot. I don't know. But it has a lot of boxes in it, so the information that it's actually telling me about its storage seems to be incorrect on this one. So yeah, just an observation. If there's any good explanation for that, let me know. Right now I'm just thinking it's got to be a bug of some origin. Couldn't say where the bug is, if it's in RE2 or the vanilla game, I don't know. But just odd that it's not showing the rest of the boxes in here. But yeah, again, very, very cool build here. Again, this is the Morlando MK7 V2 Deaths RE2 by Pioneer. Very cool. All right, so the next creation, this one's nice and small. So this is a updated version of a previous ship by the same author. This is the Endeavor MK3 RE2 by Carmelius. So this is again a kind of an upgrade retrofit of a older ship for RE2. And really, really, really cool looking ship here. Got to say, it's a big ship, obviously, but yeah, very, very cool looking as well. And I just gotta keep the HUD on, and I gotta keep this multi-tool out. I gotta understand what all these parts are to get them put into memory here. So we got a positron blaster cannon heavy over here. Looks like on both sides. We've got some really long antennas over here, I think. Yeah, I think those are antennas. That's cool though. That is cool. I mean, that's fitting. I mean, there's yeah, big ship here. I love this LCD over the top here, and especially how the letter was done right there. That's cool. A couple landing pads up in the front area here. Got some pretty cool looking like windows in the hall there. Another big glass area here, kind of some angled windows. And that's where we got our exhaust manifold over here. And radar dish. Yeah, I gotta play with these things. Do these things do something, or are they just deco? I've seen them in the parts options. I've seen them on a couple builds now, but I don't know if this is like a upscaled model of the long range radar, or they just meant to look cool. But I think they probably do serve some function, satellite discs. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. We'll look at CPU. If they cost a bunch of CPU, I'd assume that they are more than decoration. So over here, rocket turret. This is wild looking over here. Look at that son of a gun. What is that thing? Triple laser cannons, heavy. Ouch. That's cool. I love the whole like turret base. That was built for it as well. That is cool. Definitely has that battleship kind of vibe going on there. Look at the front bridge area here too. I guess I'll get that out of here again. Yeah, we got another big radar dish up top there. And looks like the main bridge. That's quite a ways up there. So there's a big son of a gun. Got some other big guns over here. And kind of looks like we got an awful lot of open turret positions around here as well. A whole bunch on the top side there. So obviously you can add a lot more weaponry to this ship. It's got some areas for it. And plenty of room to get creative with where you're going to put more guns too. Holy, wow. Look at that thruster setup. Oh, yep. That's a big ship. It's got some big thrust going on here too. That's cool. I like the way that's kind of arranged. These are all the big drive thrusters here too. That'd be 8 of them per. Well, 8 on that side. 16 forward drive thrusters, plus I think there's a little smaller one up in the corner over here. That looks literally dinky. This is a pretty big thruster by itself, but it almost looks dinky compared to everything else in there. And yeah, check out this landing gear setup. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. That's cool. It's quite the mechanism here. Got some shocks up over here. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like that high stance on how it's kind of sitting back here too, because literally you can literally drive most, HVs, SVs, or anything like down under here too. It's got like this whole area. That's pretty wild here. Look at all the stuff going on in here. Really cool. All the there's like a plate here, and then it kind of opens up to a different block row, and then of course that block row has all the extra deco stuff on it as well. But it kind of just looks like it's a opening in the like plated armor on the side that kind of reveals a lot of the more techie stuff going on underneath it. And at the front here, oh wow, so we've got a big front hangar, and that's probably why that's got such a high stance, because you can literally drive up and park in the hangar from the backside of the ship into a hangar that's on the front of the ship, which is that's wild. So I guess we're going to be in this part of the ship right now. Got a big blast door on the front, a big structure on the ceiling here. That's cool. like the pipes going up the walls and things like that. Obviously a gigantic blast door here. And yep, that would be like the front opening there. That actually opens up to the, yeah, it's just kind of like an isolated area on the ship. Like your front invasion army gets staged here, and this thing comes flying in, and everybody comes rolling out of this hangar really quickly and does their thing. I got some utility in here, some med bay, armor locker, and O2 as well. And we are out. I'm just kind of curious if there's a way through the ship, or is this a completely isolated area here? Kind of looks like it's an isolated area, but wait. No, probably not. Definitely not. Oh, okay, so this gets us up into, holy smokes, a very large hangar area. And we got a fusion reactor up front here. Wow, look at that door. That's wild. That's really unique. So yeah, that's your access point to do some maintenance on the fusion reactor in there. All sealed off with armored glass around it as well. Like the rust decals and things like that in the area. Catwalks, things like that. Got a crane up there. Okay, so these would be like rails for cranes. Oh, another one over there. And big old side entry points on these in this part of the hangar area, and blast doors, and a secondary. Wow, look at this. That's some thick doors here. I think this is kind of designed to take some hits and keep on going. Definitely appears that way. And oh, we got a ramp here too. Okay, so that goes down to the no. This goes down to another big old room. Okay, let's go there, I guess, since we already started. Yeah, so, okay, another whole hangar area, probably for some, like, HVs or SV parking slots down in here. And we got one of the really big turbines over here. That's basically these, if I'm not mistaken, each count as, God, like 16 or something large solar panels. Yeah, I've been fascinated with the turbines, so don't mind me. Been messing with them myself there, but yeah, there's a lot of other parts I got to start playing with too. So over here looks like we got a crew area, shower and toilet. Bunch of fuel tanks and things like that in the area. I like all the support blocks around the fuel tanks to kind of make that all look fancy and technical with the wires and the shaping and stuff like that. That's very cool. And a couple tables here. Quite the view looking out the window there. Yeah, look at, wow. Okay, so we got some more turbines up in this area here. These are the medium size ones. So it looks like it's got 4 of those. What's in this room here? It looks like, okay, some more crew area. Which is weird. These crew rooms, I don't know how many factories you've walked around, but a lot of times, you know, factory, big old open area like this, and you'll get like an office that's just like building inside the building kind of thing, and that's kind of what that reminds me of a little bit. Pretty interesting. So let's go this way. So under here we've got quite a view here, looking at sort of the back area of the ship. Big old radar dish there as well. And, you know, I was going to try to be out of God mode during this, and I forgot again. Sorry about that. And, okay, so we're going to go through here. Ramp door closed. Wow. So the lighting environment has changed coming into this room. It's just kind of got that orange reddish look in here. Really, really cool. Lots of wow, that's some wild blockwork around this area and colors and all that. Really interesting to see. Very unique. I'm seeing we're definitely going to have to catch some elevators there. Looks like there's a fancy LCD in the elevator there too. But yeah, look at all this. Got an armor repair, armor locker. Looks like we got a med bay over on the other side, and a shower and toilet over there. I think that's a legit repair console, so we probably got a repair bay here. Yep. Looks like some equipment over here. Obviously, if you wanted to add in a whole lot of constructors in the area, it looks like they would perfectly fit in these locations all along here. And we got a door and some probably some. Yeah, I was expecting them to do some kind of formation blink lighting here. That's cool. So then we're out the back of the ship here. Gosh. And look at all the fuel tanks up on the ceiling there. Got Wi-Fi there. The thing with me is I thought I might have looked at this ship in the past, but I just do not remember it. So this is kind of like a new experience, but maybe I didn't look at it. Maybe I never did see this one. Anyway, we are, looks like we're on large dockings A, B, and C, so we're going to go up to engineering CPU. Ready room, medic, captain's office. That would be on floor 2. Is this floor 2? Well, hold on. Wait. What am I seeing here? Okay, so... Okay, we're on deck 1. Yeah. Alright, well, anyway. The elevator stops right there. I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's go this way. Maybe I did see this before. My goodness, that's a lot of thrusters. Okay, so obviously we're coming into the thruster room, or one side of the thruster area. So yeah, that's a lot of thrusters. Those are big thrusters too. Looks like a lot of room in here for a lot of other things too. Interesting walk path up here. And this gets us back inside here. Okay. Alright, so am I missing something here? So where is 2 then? Ready? Where is floor 2? Let's go across. There is a catwalk running all the way across here too. Okay, so this is kind of the same engineering CPU. Yeah, ready room. Maybe I got to catch, yeah, I bet you it's in the center of this catwalk. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so now we're at 1. Here's 2. Okay. And engineering, ready room, medic, captain's and officers' quarters, and cantina. So, yep, looks like we've got some stuff in the area here. Now, here's our sick bay over here. Looks like it's got all the specialized equipment and some extra beds. Cool looking setup here. I like the tiled wall and floor and things like that. The beds, appropriate looking pieces for the area here. Cool display on the ventilator there too, with the heavy glass on the sides of it, like that. Captain's and officers' quarter. Oh wow. Okay, so we're right into like a bathroom area here. And some really wild wall architecture going on in here. Oh yeah, just a lot to see. I mean, look at all the different colors and stuff going on in here. So I'm not sure if I'm in the officers or captain's room yet. Wow, got a swimming pool in here. That's just a big bathtub. That's all that is. And we got a balcony out here as well that wraps around. That's oh, it is a lot of fun to just tour creations like this. It's just especially I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I have no idea. Every time I go around a corner, I'm not sure what to expect. And it's all really cool stuff too. It's like you just keeps you guessing here. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm guessing the area with the really big bathtub over there is the captain's quarters, and this would be the officers' quarters over here, and they share a a big fancy bathroom with, look at that, a marble wall work in there. That's cool looking too. Again, just don't see this kind of thing every day. Then we got a mess hall over this way. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like the use of these plants. These are actually plants, but they look like lights, especially the way they are put in there. Kind of like a chandelier style light. And we got just really, really wild here. And you got to have the kitchen area here. Yeah, very cool. All right, so I think we've seen this floor. Deck, I should say. Let's go up to 3. And what do we got going on here? Looks like a training room, or kind of looks like a training room. Maybe a mission planning room. One of the two, or both. That's cool with the glass front there. You got the instructor up there. Looks like we're getting into some storage areas. So now we're kind of getting into some bluer tone lighting in this part of the ship. A lot of storage controllers throughout the area here. Quite the hallway going around the area here. Yeah, obviously production area. Kind of makes sense with the controllers on the sides there, and then we have some constructors and whatnot in this area. Some small constructors there. That could be a place for that universal constructor. That's a new RE2 part that someone gave me heads up on as well recently. That's a 2x3 in size, so I believe it's needed to do later game high-end parts in Reforged Eden 2, or to build high-end parts in Reforged Eden 2. Is that a staircase? No, that's not a staircase. That's just some crazy blocks there by a plant. Okay. Bridge. Really? Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, wow. This looks different inside of here again, too. Almost looks like concrete in here. It's not. It's metally on the sides, but just, I don't know, how the textures and stuff look. It kind of gives me that, like, concrete feel in here. This obviously isn't the bridge, but, oh, no, this just goes out to the flight deck area here. Oh, yeah. You got to have these in place so you don't, the takeoff thrust, you don't burn the glass up behind there. Okay, so this is off to the other side. Let's go this way. And now we're getting to the bridge. Yeah, cool looking bridge area. Definitely a pilot seat, a couple passenger seats, armor and weapon locker, and med bay. A couple more passenger seats back there. Oh, 2. So all the fun stuff you'd want in a bridge. Just kind of looking for any sneaky doors into here from the top side or something. So many different looks inside the ship. Like, that looks unique from anything else I've seen in here, but there's just so many of those different unique areas of the creation here. So, all right, so let's go up to deck 4, which is here. Oh, wait. Huh? Okay, so production, it's here. It's got to be on this floor. So, oh, off the back. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, we're dark. I can't see. What is this? Secure bridge. Okay. I do have my light on, too. I just literally, it's black. I can't see what is going on in front. It almost looks like it's a door or something. It's very secure. It's so secure I don't know how to get into it. Hold on, I'm gonna cheat. God mode. Oh, that probably, was it just a blast door that wasn't closed, or Is that just an LC? What is going on here? It looks like it's open. But I couldn't walk here. Out of God mode again. But yeah, it's literally... Oh! I needed to jump a little bit there. Or nudge myself up more. Okay, so it does open up. It was my bad. And yeah, this is oh yeah, check. Oh wow, look at this. This looks like different than the other parts. Yeah, and there's a lot. Yeah, okay, a lot of passenger seats in the secure bridge area here, and that is one dark wall. That must be. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of LCDs here, I think. Okay, so that whole area would technically light up, I think, being in the secure bridge. Again, really cool. Really cool. Yeah, quite a walkway to get in there, too. Yeah, it's kind of a trip. Okay, so now we're at deck 5. And what do we got here? Crew area. Yep, definitely looks like that. Like the styling, kind of reminds me of walking into, I don't know, like a Mexican restaurant or something like that. Kind of that, I don't know, southwestern style. Really cool. So yeah, nice crew area here. Lot of beds. Got that decorative plant out there too. A couple plants. Definitely has a variety. All right, so we're at 6 now, and this is hydroponics and the drill bridge. Oh yeah. Oh, check that out. I like the steam emitters coming down there too. Kind of set up for the RE or RE2 larger grow plot setup here, where you put on the bigger pieces on top of these blocks, which would be yeah, very nice and easy to place everything. Really cool looking farm. A lot of fridges over in this area, and then we got a drill bridge as well. So yeah, each one of these marks here, I don't know how many exact grow plots. I would have to do some math, but quite a lot of grow plots that you would be able to get in this area here too. And then a drill bridge. Okay, so this is kind of coming off the backside of the ship. I'll have to see about the drills. Maybe it has those installed here too. So looks like you would do some like asteroid mining from the backside of the ship, kind of like in facing the other direction. Which actually, the game actually handles that pretty good. It actually does work. If you've got a reversed pilot seat from the front of the ship like that, when you get in that pilot seat and fly your ship around, it will feel totally normal. It won't feel backwards or weird or anything like that. So that is a definite viable option that does work well in the game. And we're going all up to 7 here, and I think this is our main bridge. Oh, so that other bridge that I seen down over there wasn't even a main bridge. I see it. I was gonna say it didn't seem all that big down there. I was kind of expecting a little bit more larger of a bridge, and this is what we've got over here. So then we got our teleporter here. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, is that like an animated? Oh, okay. So when you get in the sensor range, it puts on the extra ring there too. Oh, that's cool. And our main captain seat here. Really cool looking setup here. I like this open glass work around here, kind of allowing you to overlook over the hull below. Name over there. Got some crew members in the area. Looks like we got a armor repair here. That's cool. I haven't seen that before either. Exit LCD like that. Interesting. And this goes out another blast door out to this back landing pad area. Very cool. Well, anyway, I've been looking at this for quite a while. Really cool ship here. A lot to check out and see on the inside of it. Looks like it's built like a tank as well. So I'm sure it could take a whole lot of hits. It's got impressive amount of thrusters in it. So I'm sure this won't be cheap. I'm sure if you got to ask how much it costs, it's probably not going to be the ship for you. But let's take a look here. Size class 26, 24 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks, 30 forward, 21 strafing, 52 lift, 19 reverse, 20 down. And keep in mind the huge number of thrusters that are on here of large types as well, and that's all it really hits on speeds. So at first I thought, looking at all those thrusters, I thought it was overkill, but it's totally not. I mean, it's very, very heavy ship to move around here. 26-hour and 8-minute build time. It's going to need a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I don't even want to go through it. It's going to need a lot of stuff. If you gotta worry about what it takes to build this, then again, this isn't the ship for you. Okay, so CPU sitting at 1.3 million, or yeah, 1.3 million. Yeah, big number. There. This is achieved. Here, I'm going to do this again. So this is a Core 15 build. So we've got basically our Core 9 set up here, and then we're also running 2 quantums and 4 auxiliary cores in it. And a lot of other stuff. Man. As in weaponry, I didn't even really look at that. There's a lot of guns. I don't want to try to read them all off. There's just a lot. And these are a lot of the big types of guns, too. Not like the little dinky little minigun turrets and stuff like that. This is some real deal stuff here. Do have some signals in here as well for quite a few different things. Sentry guns, hangar doors, drill turrets, blast doors. A lot of different options in here. Let's take a look at storage. Gonna have a lot of that. Let's see, I just kind of scroll through here. So a lot of boxes and things there, but our main ones look like the 11 cargo controllers over here. It kind of looks like they're all 640s. So yeah, 11 of those, plus we got a food. Okay, that's a box. Seed, medicine. I think those are box. So it looks like what I'm seeing is 11 640K regular controllers. We do have a 320K ammo, and we got actually 2 320K ammos. So 640K of ammo storage as well. We do have a harvest controller in here at 320. And I think that's it. More boxes and things. Yeah, very, very cool. So again, this is the Endeavor MK3 RE2 by Carmelius. A very, very cool ship. Quite the thing to explore here. A lot of places to go, and I bet, you know, I would absolutely believe I missed some areas too. Anyway, I think that is it for the RE2 creations. Let's jet over to RE1 a second here. Not as much to look at in RE1. So the bulk, the biggest ship by far was the one we just looked at. Besides the other creation by Bone Dog there, that was actually definitely the largest one. just got to throw that out there. Got to have a little fun with this, you know. It's again really cool to see everybody's creations and takes on things and imagination and coming up with just all kinds of stuff. It's just really unique to see here. So all right, so the first creation in RE1. Let me get the lights a little bit better here. Try to. All right, this is the SDB Soul Piercer RE1 by 7-foot Dust Bunny. So that's a big dust bunny. That's a big dust bunny. I've seen some pretty big dust bunnies, but 7 foot. Oof. No, this is an author I'm unfamiliar with, and actually this is really cool looking SV here. This is the I already read it. This is the Soul Piercer, obviously. Really wild looking here. Look at that strafing thrust going on there. Those are some big old strafing thrusters. Interesting color scheme too. It's kind of almost looks a little neon or something. Yeah, really, we got some reds in there, and there's like kind of some purples and some yellows. and some texture lights, some darks. That's wild looking. A lot of wing pieces in here. Looks like we do out the back side here. We've got some utility function here as well. We got a fridge and we got a shield generator right below that. Got it. Sorry about the lightness. Hold on. See if that helps. I think a little bit. I think it was maybe stormy or something out here. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Look at this wild structure back here with the wings and the tail pieces and these thin blocks doing the wavy lines here. It's kind of got that organic look too. So just a really, really artistic design here. I don't know what to say. That's just wild. A lot of big thrusters in there too. Just kind of laid out uniquely. Kind of wondering. I was looking for some guns. Oh, there they are. Yeah, looks like we got quite a few guns here. Again, the lighting's just kind of like, maybe it's not broad daylight, or maybe, yeah, let's try to get it up like that. Okay, get a little brighter here. So yeah, looks like we got some missile launchers there, and probably some laser cannons or plasma. Quite a few weapons on the front side there. They're kind of all around these wings, and the wing parts actually have, I mean, comparatively speaking to like an SV block, do have actually a fair amount of hit points on them, so they can be used as like armored parts as well, as in like actually using wings for like aerodynamics. Nah, it doesn't do anything in the game really. I don't think so, at least. If you have a really wide creation, the only thing I know that the wings that do in the game is make it not roll very well. But other than that, they are cool. I like to use the wings too. I mean, yeah, interesting creation here. So it doesn't look like there is an interior area. Basically just some utility function out back here in this bottom part. That's our shield. And we got a storage controller down over there. Looks like a CPU block. Yeah, really cool here. Let's look at some numbers on this. So, unlock level 20, size class 1, 206 forward, 78 strafe, and 55 lift, 55 reverse, 55 down. Pretty impressive. Well, the roll, being wide body, notice how the roll is kind of light. That's kind of what I've found happens with a lot of creations in the game. If they get wide, the roll falls apart. Basically, if it's really skinny like a toothpick, then the roll is usually really good on those creations. We got 1 detector, 6 laser cannons, and 6 guided missile launchers. So quite a lot of weaponry on here. 2-hour and 28-minute build time. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, used a little bit of Estrum and Zacosium and some other stuff. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot on that. CPU-wise, it looks like it's set up for 46,000 CPU and using 41,847 of that. And in Reforged Eden 1, that is a Core 7 build. So 2 improved, 3 advanced, and 1 basic is how this was arranged in here. That makes sense. Yeah, that's correct. I'm getting used to Reforged Eden 2 where you get the 2 basics. But, you know, it's the Reforged Eden 1. It only has the 1 basic. So, yeah, makes a lot of sense there. Storage-wise, we got an ammo controller at 11,102 and a container controller at 1625. Beyond that, a fridge and Pentaxa tank. Shielding on the ship here. I forgot to look at the shield at the last ship. I'm so sorry about that. I know it's got a big shield, but I just remembered I did not look at that. It might have come up on one of the screens I showed, though, so apologize. 2100 shield on this creation here. Yeah, really, really cool. So again, interesting SV here. Quite a lot of firepower on it, too. They had a shield. One thing I didn't check, though, does it Does it do warp too? I don't think so. That's our Pentax tank. So it does not have a warp drive on the ship. All right. All right. So again, this is the SDB Soul Piercer RE1 by 7-foot Dust Bunny. God, you almost need to deal with a dust bunny that big. It's almost like you need a big air compressor. You know, pretty powerful there. Open that area up and really start blowing that 7 foot of dust out of there. No, sorry. Former nightmares from an IT job. Okay, so that's where I'm getting the dust bunnies from. Anyway, okay, so the last creation today here. This is the Corinth railgun platform by Skarj, or Skaarj. This looks really cool. I noticed another creation by the same author, different creation than this one, but very similar in styling as in this one too. That's also out on the workshop. So I definitely want to check this out. This is again another author I believe I'm unfamiliar with. This looks really cool. I love the block work and the use of texture lights and things in here. Really creates kind of a unusual looking setup in here. Oh wow, and this is unusual looking. That's a chair. Wait, what? Aim away from face. Oh, this is like a railgun. Yeah, this is where you put the railguns. Okay. Yeah, the railgun's a big part, but it you got like a seat that looks like it sits like practically right on top of the railgun. Oh wow. And it does, you know, if you ever looked at like, you know, like your magnetic projectile weaponry, it's following that setup because it starts moving something and it keeps on charging it as it passes by each one of these rails. Essentially, it accelerates it more and more, and usually that's the big thing with a railgun, is it able to take something and move it at very, very high velocities. Typically where you don't even need explosives on your projectile, because the sheer kinetic energy of it is so powerful that it's like getting hit with a meteor on the planet, basically, especially with something this sized. But yeah, so that is cool. So obviously a place to put in a railgun there. I don't think you can put those in creative, or maybe you can. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's ready to install. And yeah, a whole lot of standard type turrets over here along the sides, kind of all elevated. Looks like they'd all have a good front line of sight on them. And we got this this pretty wild looking bridge over here too. Look at the blockwork up there. Yeah, it's got a definite theme going on here, and yeah, really cool. A lot of texture lights, but it's well done texture lighting where it kind of like accents areas of the ship, makes it look pretty darn interesting there. These glowy pipes on the sides over here, and on the bottom side looks like we've got, yeah, a bunch more pretty fancy texture lights going on there. Kind of, this is the underside of the railgun area. Do have some more turrets over here as well. Yeah, really wild looking ship here. Definitely, again, combat-oriented ship, certainly. It might have some other functions in it, too. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out in a minute. But definitely looks like it would shoot stuff up pretty good, even with all the guns back over here. But then you get your primary weapon in the front here, and you can literally sit right on top of it, too, and really target things. That is cool. All right, well, let's, yeah, here's a way in. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to try to get out of God mode here, and let's get a, oh, I got to turn on my jetpack, though. There we go. So as soon as you walk in, it looks like we are into a big shield room, at least from that entry point. Whole lot of big shields in here. Definitely going to have to look at your shield strength. So it looks like 4 large shields in that room. Our taxi tanks right over here. I like this walkway scaffolding there. Oh, that's a cool way to like support the scaffolding using the those angled railing pieces. I mean, it's just a lighting too, you know, a little bit. All right, so in here we got our warp drive. Looks like a place for a bunch of probably core blocks, I'm guessing. Looks like we got the 60 light year warp drive in here. You can tell by the graphic image here. I just want to make sure I'm right. Yeah, advanced warp drive, so that's 60 light year. And it looks like a staircase off to the side there, so let's see where this goes. So we're kind of going up a, man, it's over here. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Wow. Okay, so we got some bunch of boxes over that way. Looks like we're going to get up to the main deck of that shield room. Advanced generator over there. Oh, wow. Oh, there's more scaffoldings up above there, too. Shield capacitors. Yeah. Shield chargers. So we've got some medium shield parts back over there. Another walkway above this area. Our main shield's right there. That looks really cool. Didn't even notice that one coming up the stairs there. We got a medical bay over here. Yeah, looks like all the stuff, plus armor locker in there too. And then we got a force field kind of put in this area to keep this. Oh, we're right at the bridge here, aren't we? Yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's just chock full of combat-oriented parts. I would consider like big shields like this combat-oriented myself as well. It's a really cool walkway system going through here. Oh, and we got a crew room over on the side here. With a window and a TV and everything. Yeah, what a trip walking around these upper walkways here. You can also obviously see some medium shield parts here as well. Yeah, heavily shielded battleship, basically with a big railgun main weapon. Yeah, pretty much straight to the point too. Wasn't sure how big it was going to be inside, or if it was going to try to do farming and production and all that other stuff. But it looks like it is pretty focused point to be a combat ship here, with the utility you'd want, like a med base and stuff like that, of course, with a combat ship. But yeah, very cool. Interesting look too. The lighting's cool. And yeah, looking at it at night here too, it kind of lights up pretty good. Oh, I like the. I didn't even notice that before, but the red texture lights in there. There's some white texture lights as well, and then it kind of goes with the more of the purplish or violet thrusters. Yeah, really cool. All right, so let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 3. Well, I almost thought this was bigger than that. No, size class 3 only. That's not so bad. 35 forward, 20 strafing, 34 lift, 35 reverse, 16 down, 8 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. Wow, a lot of EMP cruise missile launchers, 12 of those, 8 minigun turrets. So I got I thought those were rocket turrets back there. So they were EMP cruise missile launchers. So basically anti-shield weaponry. And then you got the minigun turrets, probably to shoot down the drones. And then you've got your, the railgun, which is not installed in here right now, would be probably your primary weapon for puncturing the hull of enemy creations after its shield is down, or maybe even while its shield is still up. I'm not sure how those work in the game. So 21 hour and 30-minute build time. Yeah. Well, you know, it takes what you would expect it to take for a combat ship. They never come cheap with some of this stuff. CPU-wise, it looks like it's currently installed for Core 9 RE1 build, but it is going to need some additional CPU to get this fully going here. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, Core 9, so there are 2.1 million there. And then, yeah, you would need some more CPU added to it. With it did have, I believe, locations for that to get this all up and going. But yeah, I get with that many guns and that many thrusters and things like that, it would be can't really build a ship like this in RE or RE2 that could have not need quantum or auxiliary cores. Basically, they just the parts are too expensive. So yeah, again, really cool there. Let's look at some storage in here. Yeah, this one. Okay. So we got an ammo controller at 320K. Looks like 3 cargo controllers. One at 640, one at 480, and the other at 480. So yeah, a lot of storage in here, plus a good 320K ammo bay in there, and then some boxes beyond that. One last thing, shield. Okay, so stock shield on here, 105,800 on that. I thought this had a warp drive too. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, advanced warp drive. Yeah, we looked at that. That's right. 60 light year warp drive installed as well. So yeah, again, very, very cool build here. The Corinth railgun platform by Scarge. And other than that, that is all the ships for today here. There's some more to pick from, but man, yeah, really, really cool stuff again. So other than that, I guess you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.